Hey guys, this is JJ and today I want to do a guide on Cruetraxa, one of the less frequently used champions in Raid. Her best role is single target arena nuke champion with multi-hit attack. So let's talk about her. Her base stats, she's got decent HP, very high attack, base attack, and very low base defense. Otherwise it's all fine. So she's very squishy, but she can deal a lot of damage. Her damage comes mostly through her A2 and A1, because the A2 grants an extra turn, so she always gets a double attack first. The A2 attacks once, places a weaken with 75% chance and removes buffs. So the buff removal is very useful against Skull Crowns, for example. It will instantly kill them if it triggers, so 75% chance. And after she did her A2, she will be able to do her A1. 4-hit attack ignores defense and deals a lot of damage, perfect to counter Rotos in the arena. And her passive, so she starts always off with a Revive on Death buff, and when she kills a champion with a crit, she will get another Revive on Death for a single turn. The thing about this is that at the start of the turn she will have Revive on Death for 2 turns, but since she gets an extra turn, it will be off if she doesn't kill a champion with the second turn she gets. So, that's how I build her. Her main stats, what you should focus on is attack, crit rate, crit damage. Crit rate is always good to have 100% on her. Crit damage is the highest possible. Attack should be around 4k, maybe more. So, yeah, focus on attack, crit damage. And of course for arena nuker, the best meta strategy I think is to play them fast. I always value speed very much, and she can use accuracy because she does have the weaken on her A2. I don't like to go full into accuracy on my damage dealer, because if the enemy team is a resist team, she won't hit her debuffs anyway, because some of those have 400-500 resist and so on. So I always just go for 200-250. That's good enough for dungeons, and that's good enough for squishy targets in the arena, or targets that didn't focus on resistance. So her gear, she always look for crit rate, attack, speed, crit damage. Maybe accuracy is okay. HP is fine, but mostly crit rate, crit damage, attack, speed. Main stat, speed on the boots, attack percent on the chest, crit damage on the gauntlets. And a must-have is crit damage on the amulet, with accuracy substats and attack. And ring and banner I went for flat defense, because she does have a very low base defense, and flat defense is a pretty efficient way to get some defense on her. So I went for banner defense, flat defense with high attack and speed substats. Same goes for ring, high attack, substat, um, but with base defense, so she doesn't die as quickly. So overall stats, 4.2k attack, 241 crit damage is fine. So she deals a lot of damage. Crit rate is perfect. Speed 237 is fine. And 191 accuracy is okay too. For sets, Savage would be great on her. I think Cruel's one of the best sets on her. Speed's always okay, but I used some broken pieces for additional crit rate and speed. But yeah, crit damage, Savage, maybe immunity would be fine as well. Yeah. So, masteries. I used a nuke build for arena. I like blood shield for her, just to get some more survivability after her turn. And I just went for the support tree here. In this case, you could also go for defense tree into delay death, retribution, deterrence. So that would be more of a counter attack for arena build. But I like to get some of the additional stats here in accuracy and speed and attack. I think that's fine. She's fully booked, so let's see how she can deal with Platinum Arena. Let's start off with an easy team. Just double speed boost into double nuke, double single target nuke. Yeah, Rotos can, of course, kill anything. And Cruetraxa, she's got this A2. She can deal first, and then she gets an extra turn. So then she can hit another target. So yeah, that's against weak teams, that's very efficient. Against harder teams, it's getting a bit more difficult with her. He's probably faster, so I need my Valkyrie. Oh, he's even faster. So, Rotos can kill. I probably should have gone for Trunda. Oh yes. Yeah, she's way more squishy than other champions. Let's see her damage, 71k. Into A1, maybe 40k. So, since she always gets to the extra turn, that's pretty good damage. Her A1 is mostly enough to kill any Rotos in a single shot. I'm not sure if I'm faster. Let's just risk it. Yes, I'm faster. So, Rotos can kill Sifi. And then she can kill one of those and one of those. So that's what she's best at. She can single target nuke rotors, and that with her A1. So even against the warlord or something, she won't lose the ability to single target nuke rotors. But of course, the block revive still counters her in some way, and she's squishy. So yeah. But yeah, she's useful. But in most cases, I think Brakus is still the better choice. But it depends a bit. I don't like to use her against hegemon teams because she dies too fast. Even with flat defense on Amulet and Ring, she is a bit too squishy. So even with increased defense, she can solo nuke 2 of the enemies. And those are like better teams. 39k team power. Those guys are built pretty well. Mad C player. Yeah. Let's see some more enemies. Let's play it safe and kill the Tranda. Yeah. As always, she's not the best to kill someone like a Sifi or someone like a Duchess. Maybe if you build her with Savage gear, but usually she won't be able to one-shot those. But she can one-shot damage dealers like Rotos, Trandos, and so on pretty well. Yeah, he's probably faster, so I need the Valkyrie to decrease their speed after the Sifi buff. Yeah, almost. Those shields are pretty sick. Yeah, that's not even half of the HP, not even half of the shield. But it should still work out fine if she can get her next turn before the Rotors. Oof, those shields are huge. Almost. So that's gonna be risky now. Probably can't do anything here. Yeah. That's fine. One more try against this guy. Against the Lily 2, I don't need the Valkyrie. easily one-shots rotors. Yeah, so overall I think she is one of the best single target multi-hit nukers in the game, but in most cases Brachus is still a better option because of the revive. In contrast to revive on death, the passive revive from Brachus will, if you attack enemies in the arena, even proc if someone kills you with block revive, but the revive on death buff doesn't do this. And yeah, she's way more squishy than Brachus as well. And she doesn't get an instant extra turn. That's also because that's also why you want to build her fast. So she might get her turn before the enemy gets the next turn, if you want to see it like this. For other content in the game, she's useful for faction wars, of course, as in single target nuke. Pretty survivable as well. For dungeons, I don't use her much, or for campaign, she's garbage. She can be used in the Fire Knight. She's pretty good here to rake the shield. Just gonna show you one round. So that's 58, 20 and 12. Yeah, 4-hit attack with like 13k each. That's 52k. And against the shield, of course, at the Fire Knight, she always has it. If she starts off with a A2, that's a single hit, then she gets always gets an extra turn with a 4-hit. Or she has her A1, so she always hits the Fire Knight for 4 or 5 hits, which is pretty insane, better than any other champion. Just from the amount of attacks she can deal. So yeah, she's useful to break the shield. But that's pretty much it. She does have the weaken, but otherwise she doesn't bring too much utility here. Yeah, but it's good damage, I guess. Like, if she does have her A2 up, that's like 120k. If she doesn't, that's 60k maybe. Or even more when he's under decreased defense and weaken. And yeah, 7 stacks. And now it's 2. So 5 hit attack from her. In this case, I would probably recommend using Giant Slayer instead of the I think I'm using Flawless Execution. Let's see. No, instead of Helm Smasher, right. Yeah, for Arena, Helm Smasher is probably the best choice, or Flawless Execution. For dungeons, Giant Slayer would probably be the best. But I don't think she's too useful anywhere else from Arena, just because of her very low base defense. And her limited um, her limited kit. But yeah, she's one of the best to kill Rotos in the arena after Brachus. And yes, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.